This video is going to show you how the math curriculum meetups are going to work. So if you've registered in PD Networks for either the morning option or the afternoon option, the morning option is for TOSAs and administrators, and the afternoon option is a way for teachers to meet up across districts. You're going to go into your calendar where you've added this event, click on it, and in the location spot, you're going to see this link, app.gather.town. This is how you enter the meeting. We're not using Zoom. We're using this app called Gather. So let's see what it looks like. Go ahead and click on it. And it will create this join screen. Here you can turn on your audio, your video. Right now, I'm going to talk about how to set up your name the first time you're here. Make sure that this shows your first and last name, and because we're meeting across many districts, you want to make sure you include your district name and your role. You're also able to edit your avatar, so you can personalize this in lots of different ways. So click around, get your avatar how you'd like it looking, go ahead and hit finish editing, and you can close out of here. All right, it's time to enter the meeting. So the very first time you enter Gather, it's going to give you this different space you can learn how to navigate around. Because I've been in it before, I'm going to go straight into the meeting. So we'll see what that looks like. But if you are in that kind of starting space, you'll close out of there and then head into the meeting. All right, I've entered the space. Let's talk about how to navigate. You're going to use your arrow keys to move around. So up, down, left, right, and then you can walk. And as you walk around the space and you head into different areas, if you notice that they light up and then the other area goes dim, this is telling you that you're now in a private space. And everybody that's in this space, you'll be able to talk to. And that's how Gather works. As you approach other avatars, your video and audio will start to show up, and so will theirs, and you can begin to interact. But when you're in a private space, everybody in this space is somebody that you can talk to, and you'll have all of their videos going. All right, let's talk about some other navigation things that can be helpful in this space. So down on this bottom menu, I can add emojis. I can screen share. I can also make announcements to the entire room. This is something that your meeting host will primarily use. Over on the bottom left of the menu, there's a chat function. If you go ahead and click this, you can chat to the entire room. You can chat to people directly nearby. So these are people that you're sharing your video with. And you can also use the inbox function, which allows you to send direct messages to everybody else who's in the room. When you enter our meetups, one of the first things you want to do is head to the table that has our meeting notes. So as you approach the table, let's say you're in the morning meeting, you're going to hit X to interact with the table, and then you're going to click this link. This is going to open our meeting notes location where you can keep track of everything that you talk about. It gives you some guiding discussion questions, and then also notice that it talks about what's happening in different rooms. So if you, for example, would like to talk to people based on your adoption phase, I want to talk about visioning, or I want to talk about implementing new curriculum, you can head into those different rooms, room 103, for example, and start talking to people. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and let's start to explore the rooms. Here's room 101, 102, 103. Let's enter room 103 and see what it looks like. All right, so over here, I have these different tables. Notice as I approach them, they become private spaces. There's also a space up here where I can broadcast to the entire room. Again, this will be used by meeting hosts. There are also sections over here where larger groups can discuss. These numbers down here allow meeting hosts to quickly check in with different tables. At the far right of the space, we also have room 100, which is our large auditorium room. If we want to use Gather for presentations, this is where those will take place. One more thing to check in on, we have this area which is our help desk. If you're having any problems during the meeting and want to connect with a meeting host and don't see where they are, go ahead and approach this area. Go ahead and hit X to interact, and this will open a Google Meet both for you and for a meeting host, and you can ask them questions to anything that you need help with. When you're all done with this, go ahead and X out. And when the meeting concludes at the end of each day, you're just going to close the tab. We are so excited to see you at these meetings, and we'll answer any additional questions that you have.